Okay. Um, do, 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 do. Maybe I should just take a break. Clearly, my head is not in the space today, so I'm going to work on my side project that I have been doing just to relax because I find it quite relaxing. Okay, so let's go into edit mode. So let's turn that off. Sometimes when you're working on things, you just need a nice, easy win. Like something that you can, at the end of it, just say, whoops. So something at the end of it that you can say, this went well and I'm pleased with my progress. And I feel like that's what I need today. I am feeling a little bit tired and I actually was going to pause the stream today, but I thought, no, 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 it'll be good, it'll be fun. But my brain is just not in the right space, unfortunately. So I need to do something low stakes, creative, um, that has nothing to do with uni work or anything. So enjoy my knitted noodle. Knitted noodle soup. And there we go. Let's I should probably do that front facing. That makes more sense. So I made the knitting, quite recently. I was looking at some of my artwork on Studio 8 where I drew this it's like it's like a knitted scarf turning into a dragon, and I thought I really liked that artwork. Could I replicate that in a 3D space and maybe add something a bit more advanced to it? And that's what gave me the idea to do the knitting. So that actually was really simple. The way I did that I can show you in a second once I have finished the top of my bowl. Oh, whoops, overzealous. Ooh, underzealous. There we go. Do, 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 do. Right, I actually do need to see through at the moment. Yeah, I need to see through. Um, I still need to see this though. So if I go, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just extruding from the mesh and then refining that to get the shape I want. It doesn't have to be too deep, but I like to do things like this artwork kind of with as much detail as possible so that I can think about what would happen if I decided to do a series of these and did lots of different things. Also safe in the knowledge that I may decide to completely abandon this and that it may just be a one trick wonder. So as I was saying, how I started this was I actually used the curve I used the Bezier curve to draw on the face of the cube, which if you've never done, you just press on curve, um, you go to edit mode, and then if you press N, you get this tool thing at the side. If you press um, tool, and then in, is it item? I feel like I'm on the wrong thing. I am. I am on the wrong thing. Okay, so if you press on curve and then go to edit mode, and then here, hmm, it's weird, I can't find it. Because basically, maybe it's because I've already turned it on. Oh, there it is, sorry. So here you can have either cursor or surface. So with cursor, you just draw and it kind of just ends up anywhere. Whereas with surface, you draw directly onto the surface of your mesh, and then you get a shape that sits directly on the surface like that. And so it will sit perfectly on the surface. So that's basically what I did. And then I used a modifier because I literally just did that corner that you saw. So then um, I used two array modifiers. So it's literally just that. So it's not pretty, but it's the basic kind of shape. And then I used an array to repeat a whole row. And then I used a separate array to repeat it, repeat to repeat each row upwards as well. So that's how I created it. And then I just converted it to a mesh so that I could edit it. And then I added a curve. So it's using this curve. So if I move this curve up and down, it's trying to curve to match that, which means that I can edit this curve in the edit mode and get a different kind of shape. But I was happy with the shape that it was, so I didn't want to change it too much. But yeah, that's basically how I did it. And so now the plan is to first scale this bowl up and then have it be kind of at an angle so that it looks like the knitting's coming out of the bowl. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to have it angled forwards, because that is quite a nice, interesting option. Because I also thought it would be interesting to have it angled kind of to the side and then round like that, and then have some of the noodles spilling out. Because I thought that'd be an interesting art piece. I do think that maybe I need to make the knitting needles bigger. Um, and now that I've seen the bowl that size, I do wonder if that's too big. But that's what I said. This is a nice low stakes project where it really doesn't matter if I decide to change something, get rid of something, decide not to have noodles at all. But I'm quite pleased with it so far. Mm, I don't want any clipping though, so I have to be careful of that. And I think I will shade that smooth. And I'm just going to go to edit mode. I feel like a nice dark colored bowl would actually be quite nice. Like something along the lines of that. Okay. And then I am going to add a second material, and this is going to be kind of like the offset of the bowl. Maybe I should have done it as the first material. It'll be fine. So bowl B. This is going to be a kind of dark red and a little bit metallic and a little bit less rough. And then bowl C, just something to kind of bring it all together and really kind of sell the extravagance of the whole experience. So I'm going to bring the roughness down there. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I've selected faces, and I'm going to oh, I hate when it does that. Okay, fine. But this is why I wasn't sure whether to angle it yet. So I'm going to angle it afterwards because I need to apply the materials. And it really doesn't matter that much to keep the doesn't matter to keep the materials because I am not going to need them necessarily. I mean, it doesn't matter to keep the numbers because I'm not going to need them. I am just going to make it up. So, literally based on an eye. So this is going to be gold, and let's just see that that's gone all the way around. Lovely stuff. And then I want another one here. It doesn't matter if it clips into the inside section because I'm going to recolor that. That's the bit that's going to be red anyway, as long as it goes all the way round the bowl. Right, so now I'm going to have this one, and I might just make that gold. Like, why break a good thing? Okay, I'm going to turn this off because I'm selecting the wrong one, and select, there we go, and make this red, then make that gold. There we go. And do you know what? I wasn't sure about that, but I might just leave it and press shift. So I'm pressing alt to select entire series, and then I'm pressing shift to add it to the series I've already selected. So inside of the bowl is going to be red. I do want that section to be red. I want the whole inside bowl to be red. And then Yeah, I think this bit I'm actually going to have to do it manually, unfortunately, because I want this to be gold. Yeah, it does. I think it just looks better and it combines all the colors really nicely. As I said, small wins are sometimes what you need, especially when it's been stressful or overwhelming. Sometimes all you need is a nice small win. And at the moment, I'm really meant to be taking it easy. So, more than ever, I'm kind of putting things down and just saying, that will be done later. Okay, so now we can bring this back. I am happy with that material. I'm not so happy with this material, but because I really want to add some. Where is it? Oh, I'm still in edit mode. So with this, because I really want to add some. Oh, well, my things have moved around, which is weird. So I would like a noise. Do I want a wave noise texture? I think I just want a noise texture. And I want that to go into the normal, but I'm going to edit that later, not right now. It's just to remind me what I'm doing. I might duplicate that to add that to the, oh gosh, can I do that? No, best not actually. Okay, but that is my plan to add some noise kind of to this to get a certain look. If I move the lighting, and I feel like I might need to exaggerate these a little bit more, but that should be fairly simple by just adding a modifier. That one. I don't know if that's really improving it. I'll think I'll add a different modifier to that so that I can decide. Yeah, I think it needs to be thicker. So what happens if I put one? And let's add a solidifier modifier to that. It's shocking that I'm not using my favorite modifier, but the times they are a changing. I feel like I don't need that as well. And maybe I might need to move this one slightly back, but that can be done in layout. Mhm. There we go. But um, again, I'm just going to, is that, oh gosh, so I'd renamed it, but I'd renamed the materials. Right, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the knitted bowl. I'm definitely going to have to change the lighting in the scene, but I do want it to be quite dramatic. So it's definitely thinking about how I can retain that kind of like drama and pizzazz without lighting it up too much. But I think it will be nice that it's 3D because then I can also make lots of different bowls and lots of different dishes. And I really see this going somewhere quite fun, actually. So thank you for sticking with me as I swapped and changed. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye.